In this video, I'd like to show you how ProtoBots can accurately combine and synthesize information across multiple different documents. Let's dive in. Let's assume that you work in economic development for some random city, and let's just say it's Ann Arbor, Michigan. And being in economic development, you really want to see your city grow. You have initiatives and programs and projects that really all are going to require a lot more jobs. You are going to need data-driven reports to really help attract new businesses to come and set up shop in the area. You're also going to need marketing material to actually attract employees to come into the city and work in these jobs. And so assuming you already work in economic development, you probably have a whole lot of spreadsheets and PDFs and reports and other text documents that you would use to mull over and synthesize and pull out some of this material that you're going to need. But as you can imagine, that would be pretty tedious. So I would like to show you how to streamline this process with keeping an eye out for accuracy. So I'm here in the Document Expert Creator, and I will simply upload all of my documents. We'll click File, Upload. Now, keep in mind, your job is to position Ann Arbor, Michigan as a wonderful place for businesses and employees. And so you're probably going to have a whole bunch of different varying documents. So really quick, I'll speed through everything. This is the Wikipedia page for Ann Arbor, Michigan. I uploaded that. I also have something from citydata.com talking about the local economy there in Ann Arbor. We also have the regional top employers in the Ann Arbor area and 9 things to do in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We also have the occupational employment and wage statistics. This is actually a huge document that gives different types of occupations, and then the wages, the hourly and the annual wage. It's actually 460 something different occupations. And so I just put this whole thing into ProtoBots. We also have the economy at a glance, and then more stuff to do here in Ann Arbor. This is just pulled off of annarbor.org. And I even pulled in some different Yelp reviews. Okay, so let's go back to building out our bot, and then we can work with this. So as you can see, all of the documents, all 8 of them are uploaded here. I've given the bot a name, just simply calling it the Ann Arbor Expert, and a short description of the bot. It just compares data across multiple documents. Nice and easy, everything is ready to go. We'll hit generate, and it will take a little bit of time. And here it is now, so let's go into our new bot. So let's start by focusing on businesses and putting together a little marketing piece to help attract new businesses to come into Ann Arbor. So I'm going to start with a simple question, which is, given all the data provided, what businesses or industries would find Ann Arbor attractive? I'll hit send, and it'll think about it and produce our result. And here we have our answer. So it really aims for accuracy because it's actually pulling things from specific excerpts from our documents that we uploaded. Excerpt here, another excerpt, another excerpt, and another excerpt. So it's pulling in the exact data from all of our documents. And then here is the response. It says, Ann Arbor would be an attractive location for businesses and industries in the following sectors. It has technology and software, healthcare and biotech, automotive, advanced manufacturing, R&D, and video game development as well. And the overall summarizes saying the presence of University of Michigan, which conducts extensive research and produces thousands of skilled graduates each year, is a major driver in making Ann Arbor an attractive location for the knowledge base and technology-oriented industries. And really, I think this summarizes kind of everything really well within its response. But now let's keep things going just a little bit with this because there's something I found very interesting. This right here I feel was a real hidden gem. It pulled out video game development as one of the most attractive businesses and industries. So given that, let's go ahead and ask it this. Can you create a marketing piece for me that highlights the attractiveness of Ann Arbor, Michigan to help attract video game development studios? We'll hit send and see what it has to say. And again, in the response here, it's combed through all 8 of those documents to really be able to pull out a lot of the attractiveness of being able to sell this to video game studios. So here is the response. It's an ideal location for video game development studios with a vibrant tech ecosystem. Has a few good bullet points here, starting off the thriving tech community. There's a good talent pipeline mentioning that, it has the University of Michigan to pull from, livability, and it ranks as one of the top places to live in the United States. Affordability, it even talks about it being compared to major tech hubs like San Fran or Seattle, that Ann Arbor offers a significantly lower cost of living to, do business, proximity to Detroit, and it really just summarizes it here at the end. But there's one point, one unique thing that I would like to add to this, and it talks about this right here, the International Game Development Association. And if I am a, tech video game business, I think that's something else really cool I would like to highlight. So why don't we just ask it simply this? Can you add this to the marketing piece about, and I'm not even wording it this well, can you add this marketing piece with a bullet point about the IGDA? And here we can see that it did add to the marketing piece with strong industry support. And it mentions that has a regional chapter of the International Game Developers Association, IGDA, which holds regular meetups, presentations, and educational events to support the local gaming community. And so now you see how we've gone from just generally asking about what industries are attractive down to narrowing one specific industry we would like to highlight, that being game development studios, and then took it even further to pull out a little bit more information saying, hey, I want you to highlight this specific element about the IDGA, which was able to do with no problem. But right now, let's flip things around a little bit because we want to shift over to focusing on bringing new employees into the actual city of Ann Arbor. And if I'm in economic development, then there is always a need for teachers and educators. University of Michigan is there, and then obviously you have preschools, high schools, middle schools, all sorts of different things. And these employees are going to want to know one big thing. And so now let's go ahead and ask it the million-dollar question of how much. And I simply say, can I see a table of wages for teachers such as history, English, art, music, elementary, and foreign language? Because this table of wages is going to be very helpful in really answering the question everybody wants to know, well, how much am I going to get paid? And so now we have two things. One, which is the table that it produced, but let's double check our work over here in the actual document. So I am going to search for that number, which is 100,740, and see that it indeed did pull it correctly. Yes, art, drama, music teachers, post-secondary. And that is the right number here in the document, and it's pulled it over. Let's look for foreign language and literary, so our literature teachers. So that is going to be then 9,600. Excellent. And it pulled the same number here out of the document. So we can really see the accuracy when it's even searching through a table of over 450 different rows of information and data. We were able to pull all these out just with a simple request and format it here into a nice and accurate table. So now that we have that answer of the million-dollar question of, well, how much are these people going to be paid, let's try to put everything together. So next, I'm going to ask it this question, which is, now craft a marketing piece on attracting educators and teachers to Ann Arbor. Please keep in mind that this demographic is family-oriented and likes to do things as a family unit. The marketing piece should include activities and also include the table of the median annual wage that you just showed me. And once more, our document expert agent delivers by being able to craft a very well thought out response. And it says, Discover Tree Town, a family oriented destination for educators. Dear educators and teachers, are you looking for a vibrant city? It's also known as Tree Town, with lush parks and tree lined streets. The first point is explore nature together. The second is engage young minds. It gives examples about going to a couple of different museums, and then also enjoy competitive compensation. Just like I had asked, it has pulled over this table of the salaries for different types of teachers. And it wraps up by saying thriving in a welcoming community, letting people know that it's known for being friendly, diverse, and an inclusive community. And this is what makes ProtoBots so powerful, right? Normally, combing through 8 different documents, especially that table of over 450 different rows of data, and looking on Yelp and looking at the main annarbor.org website, you'd have to pull and synthesize all this information together, which would take a long time to sift and sort through just to create kind of a simple 1 or 2 page marketing piece. Furthermore, accuracy is a big challenge as well. You want to make sure that whatever you're pulling over is actually accurate. So I'm glad we were able to show that side-by-side comparison about saying, yes, even out of something like a huge table of data, it's able to pull the actual numbers that we want. Thank you so much for checking out this demo video. If you have any questions, be sure to let us know and check out protobots.ai today.